A very warm welcome to TechEd 2021. I'm very happy to run you through the lecture today, Achieve Hyperautomation in Your Business with SAP Process Automation. My name is Sebastian Schrötel. I'm heading SAP's low-code, no-code product strategy, and I'm very happy that today I'm here with Thomas.
Yeah, my name is Thomas Vollmering, and I'm the product manager for Workflow at SAP and Process Automation.
Thank you, Thomas. Before we go into process automation, let's start with SAP's Intelligent Enterprise strategy. So our vision from SAP, how we make the world better and to run your businesses, that you can run your businesses better. At the end, all what we do is business process, running business process with software, with our business networks. There's a new layer, and this layer has evolved a lot over the last year. It's also where the lecture today will be all about. It's business process intelligence. So our end-to-end offering for you to manage, optimize, integrate, and automate business processes. We are supporting our intelligence suite with business process intelligence, as well as our Industry Cloud, our two pillars of business applications. There's also some cross functions, experience management with Qualtrics, and also getting more and more important for running a sustainable business, our sustainability management solutions. Everything that we do is supported by our technology layer, our business technology platform. And we are not only supporting our application, the business technology platform also offers you, our customers, tools and options to integrate, extend, and automate the world of business applications. We offer two options of running our business technology platform and our applications. So they can both run in the cloud, either in SAP data centers, as well as on the infrastructure of our hyperscaler partners. Now let's look onto the agenda, what we're going to do now with regards to SAP Process Automation. First of all, I'm going to run you through how to scale application development with low-code, no-code, and especially also why we are doing low-code, no-code. Then Thomas will dive deeper with you into SAP Process Automation. That's the news of the TechEd. You will see also a demo of the upcoming solution, SAP Process Automation. And then last but not least, Thomas will run you through on how you can get started with SAP Process Automation and what is the path towards a successful citizen developer process automation journey. Let's start with SAP's low-code, no-code strategy. For me, it's very important that each and every one of you understands why low-code, no-code becomes such a topic in business technology over the last years. There's in total three factors that have contributed to the rise of low-code, no-code. First of all, there's volatile markets, and there's also an accelerated demand for cloud solutions. The world is changing faster. That also leads to businesses having to react faster on outside factors, on changing outside factors, and also on, of course, the underlying IT infrastructure and application infrastructure that supports the businesses of you, our customers, that this has to change and evolve faster and faster. At the same time, budgets for IT are not really growing, so they stay more or less flat in general. And that also means there is limited resources. So there's a changing, there's an accelerating need for change in enterprise IT landscapes, but the number of resources available for doing that in average stays flat. And this is a challenge, of course, and the answer to that we will see later on might lie especially in low-code, no-code. And now, last but not least, to make it even worse, to use that word, IT landscapes get even more complex. Today, in average, there's 129 different applications being maintained by the IT organizations of large companies. And having said that, to also where business applications come from, looking at the beginning of SAP, where everything was centralized in a mainframe, basically, where the enterprise IT landscape was way more simpler, to where we are today with 129 different technologies and applications to be supported. This is, of course, also a big change. So now talking about low-code, no-code, and where to get basically the additional resources and the additional experts in your business to tackle the accelerated need for IT experts. The answer to that lies in what is called here business technologists and citizen technologists, also called citizen developers from time to time. So in an average enterprise, an average company, there is 41% of business technologists. These are business process experts, so they work in your business functions. They know and they run your daily business, but they are tech savvy. They like technology. They also use technology in their private life. And some of them might also build from time to time, even in their private life, some software artifacts, some websites, some small IoT devices with their kids, and so on and so on. And now, even more important, 80% of this 41% are those citizen technologists or citizen developers. These are the ones who are tech savvy enough that they actually can create technology output. So they can fulfill your IT tasks, but they come from the business. And this is a good combination. So they know what the application should do because they are the business experts. And at the same time, they are skilled enough that they can use low-code, no-code solutions. And this is what low-code, no-code does. It enables a new group of people in enterprises to create technology output. But at the same time, it's also very important to see low-code, no-code is not only for the citizen technologists, it also increases with the increased developer experience, it increases the efficiency also of the professional developers, of your core IT staff. And therefore, low-code, no-code is basically an answer to the increased acceleration challenges that you have in your enterprise IT landscapes. Now, how to choose the right low-code, no-code platform. This is also what we as SAP strive for to provide. There's a sweet spot. And this is the typical low-code, no-code question that you get. With low-code, no-code, you're simplifying things. Can I still do X, Y, Z? A simple answer to that is, of course, we don't take away the professional developers' work. We also don't take away with low-code, no-code the pro developer tools. They stay. Also, the IT experts that are in all the companies, they also stay. We are not taking away them. So that means everything is still there that was there before. But for low-code, no-code, we are adding a new type of developer experience that also can be used by the IT professionals, but at the same time enables this citizen technologists, the citizen developers. And here's a trade-off to make. So the sweet spot of those low-code, no-code applications, and this is also the sweet spot that we are driving, is, okay, does it have enough features and functions that it supports the main use cases or all the use cases that citizen technologists want to build? And is it not too simple that, of course, it's easy to use, but yeah, you cannot build the process automations or the application extensions that you want to build. And this is exactly the sweet spot. And this is exactly also what we are targeting with our solutions to provide to you. Now let's dive into SAP Process Automation. And as a first step, let's look again into the full enchilada of SAP's low-code, no-code solutions. There is several elements to SAP's low-code, no-code offering. To support our end-to-end business processes for end users, there's a digital experience, a single pane of glass, the entry into the SAP world, with SAP WorkZone, with our Launchpad services and Mobile Start, giving for business users a unified and integrated entry point into all different tasks they need to do. This is a very important step at the beginning to increase efficiency of all your employees. And then we have our low-code, no-code development capabilities. From business process intelligence, we get insights on how our processes run, on how and how different tasks are performing. and also we gain visibility. And then we can use those insights together with other insights we might have in our company to implement process automations. These are workflows with workflow management, and these are also RPA automations with SAP Intelligent Robotic Process Automation. And here especially our new unified offering that we're happy to show you today in this lecture comes into play. That combines the power of workflow management and SAP Intelligent RPA into one citizen developer ready process automation offering. Next to it is application development, our offering for you, our customers, to extend your enterprise IT landscape, but also build new applications and new tools. What you can also see, and please also feel free to join the other sessions at TechEd about SAP AppGyver and SAP Business Application Studio. These are our two main offerings for you. SAP AppGyver, really targeting with no code, no problem, the pure citizen developer. Here, without a single line of code, you can build full applications, but you can also extend SAP applications. SAP Business Application Studio is for professional developers, but also for tech-savvy experts. This is our low-code offering for SAP opinionated technologies. So this is our SAP BTP workbench, as you can say so, to build BTP extensions, to build BTP applications. Everything of that is supported by a joint marketplace, also very important in the low-code, no-code world. Give templates, give pre-built content, pre-built applications, bot templates for RPA, or live processes for end-to-end processes automation. Let's look into business process intelligence as a whole. It all starts with insight into processes and insight into customer experience. This is what our SAP Signavio solutions provide, with modeling business processes, benchmarking, analyzing business processes, and our Qualtrics experience management platform for insights into how customers to perceive the products and services and service levels that enterprises and companies are offering. These insights are taken into business process improvement here with SAP Process Automation in the heart of center for everything. And then, of course, the world does not end after you have implemented automations, workflows. There's still a way to collaborate about the new way of working with the automation in place. And then last but not least, again, also to benchmark, to monitor continuously. Actually, business process intelligence is not a straightforward process, it's a cycle. Because after you're done with the first wave of improving a business process, you can right away go into the second round, the third and the fourth round to continuously improve and drive the efficiency of your business. Now, without further ado, over to Thomas.
Thank you, Sebastian, for the great introduction. Today, we proudly want to introduce you to SAP Process Automation. SAP Process Automation is the evolution of SAP Workflow Management and SAP Intelligent Robotic Process Automation, just as Sebastian has told you. It offers you a new citizen automation user experience with a brand new process builder and a forms editor. And it leverages all advanced workflow management capabilities as business rules, process visibility, and process flexibility. It embeds innovative RPA capabilities to combine bot automations and workflows in one coherent experience, and we are pretty proud about that. Content and reusable artifacts, you heard that before, as live process content and bot templates are fully available. And of course, the unified launchpad and task center across application composition and automations. Process automation can leverage process insights from process mining, as well as customer insights as sentiments from Qualtrics experience management solutions. So citizen developers can now leverage these insights to drive their process improvement initiatives. The key value drivers for you as an SAP customer, that's beyond workflow and RPA as ingredients, but enabling a cohesive low-code, no-code application composition and automation strategy for any persona across the continuum, from professionals to citizen developers and business experts. Building processes with forms, approvals, decisions, automations, with embedded intelligence and process visibility and a unified launchpad and task center. So let me ask my colleague Nele to show you a cool sneak preview demo of SAP Process Automation with a focus on the process builder and no code, no problem user experience for citizen developers.
In this video, I would like to show you how citizen developers can improve their processes using SAP Process Automation. This is Harry. Harry is the Facility Repair Payment Process Owner. This process consists of 4 steps. The request review is a step which can sometimes take a bit longer. That's why Harry has recently thought about how to improve this step. Luckily, he just found out about a capability which allows him to put a step in place that automatically uploads and extracts the data of invoices. This will not just improve the process for his company, it will also increase the satisfaction of the employees who are requesting the payment. I'll show you how Harry implements this in the system. He navigates to the process that shows the steps that we just talked about. Harry created an automation here, which has the functionality to upload and extract invoices. Let me quickly show you what that means. It's an automation with 1 step. This step is all Harry needs to put an automation in place, which uploads the invoices and extracts their data. Everything is automated without the need of manual interaction. This automation can lead to a change of the process that is modeled here. The review step isn't necessary anymore and can be skipped, which means the approval will be triggered directly. Only a few clicks are needed to implement this process improvement. He includes the automation that he has just created. He then changes the flow of the process and removes the steps that are not needed anymore. This is all he has to do to improve the process. The big advantage of this solution is that everything can be accomplished with no code. This means he doesn't have to involve his friend Mary from the IT department. He has full access to all the capabilities he needs to improve this process. Whenever Harry is happy with the changes he's made, he hits release to create a new version. This step is very important to Harry. He needs to keep a track record of the previous process versions that he had in place. It could be needed for audit reasons, and it's always helpful to be able to go back to an earlier version to check which steps were there in case any questions come up. This is a significant change for Harry. He also adds a short comment and releases the project. Finally, he needs to restart the project in a way that it's also deployed into the environment. In order to do that, Harry needs to navigate to the project version that he's just created. The process is applied with the click of only 1 button. The solution takes care of everything else in the backyard. It wires up the right steps so that this process can now be actively used in the company. Let me show you now how I can add business logic into my process as well. This means decision actions and conditional gateways, so that, for instance, approvals are only required on a certain cost threshold. I select decisions from the available artifacts and create a decision for approver determination. The Business Rules editor opens, and I can define the input and output for my decision. In this case, based on the department and the value of the requisition, the expected output is the email of the approver of the task. I can add a policy and configure a decision table to determine the approver automatically. Furthermore, I can add a condition which leverages the approver determination strategy. I select the approver email as the expected output of the decision for the conditional branch of the process. If the decision output value is empty, the process will end. If it returns the expected email, it will send the approver request to the responsible person. Let's take a look at monitoring and process visibility for my processes now. In the monitoring dashboard, I can see all deployed content and historical information. I can also look at the process visibility scenarios to get insights into live running processes. In the Process Visibility dashboard, I can see all relevant information about my approvals and all relevant process performance indicators.
Thank you, Nele. It's great to see such an amazing new user experience. Another highlight I mentioned before is intelligence. You've seen already some of our AI-based capabilities in other demos, I'm sure about that. And we will continue to expand these capabilities for LOB experts now, for assisted decisions and other use cases such as anomaly detection, cycle time predictions, and all of that with the promise of trustworthy AI with explainability, privacy, data governance, and transparency. This means that you can build workflows and automations as an LOB expert or citizen developer, and you leverage AI, for instance, for recommended actions with data attribute recommendations, as well as document information extraction and classification to classify and route business documents or unstructured data to the right process, extract that data and create records automatically. And all of that without any data science experience or IT background. Now, what is the path to SAP process automation? It is essentially important to us that you can move to SAP process automation at your own speed. If you're starting from SAP workflow management, all capabilities will be available without migration efforts. Available workflow components that you have been building, the process steps and business rules, all over time will become reusable artifacts. You can run the existing workflow editor expert experience in the SAP Business Application Studio that you know today, side by side with the new citizen developer tools. It is essentially one engine underneath. If you're looking for additional citizen developer tools and native RPA integration into workflows, and we're pretty proud about that, this is your path to SAP process automation. The same is true for SAP Intelligent RPA. All automation capabilities, same runtime, the application components and application data are available for reuse. If you're looking for additional citizen developer enablement within end-to-end processes, and you want to use new artifacts like business rules and process visibility, plus the combination of live process content, RPA bot templates, and new content artifacts for citizen developers, this is your path. And if you're a net new customer and you're invited to explore this new solution, build simple forms and departmental process improvements, join the community, and benefit from the growing list of business content and automation skills. So in essence, what we are doing, we're adding a citizen automation experience next to the RPA Business Studio with embedded RPA into workflows on top of one strong RPA solution. And we're adding a citizen automation experience next to the expert experience on top of one powerful workflow engine. And we're leveraging business rules capabilities as well, embedded in this same citizen automation experience. So how to get started? Well, please, we invite you, join our SAP communities for workflow management and intelligent robotic process automation, and learn more about SAP process automation following the QR code on this slide. Let me now summarize SAP process automation. And let me highlight some of our key tenets. SAP process automation empowers anybody to build automations. We will work very hard to offer you a radically simplified user experience for citizen developers, with drag and drop, no code building options, and still support coding possibilities for professional developers where and when needed. Embedded tips and support at the moment and location where they're needed. SAP Process Automation increases your velocity of innovation and it makes work faster. We want to help you optimize every step towards increasing the speed of building process automations. We will help you significantly reduce manual steps across process development, configuration, change, data capture, data transfer, and human collaboration. We will enable you also for composition of capabilities and knowledge with tool flow and content fluency, so that you can combine and reuse any and all elements for automating processes on top of any business application. And you can collaborate as LOB experts and IT to develop more complex use cases. We will continue to deliver a world of content, and that's a promise, a marketplace of pre-built processes to enable speed, modularity with plug and play, or with the plug and play character that you know and love to use with RPA and workflow today. Integrations with all existing SAP and non-SAP tools needed to automate, processes effectively. We are also empowering developers to freely build without the risk of what is called shadow IT. Helping to ensure enterprise-grade security and governance with shareability and scalability of every process from the start. Managing also troubleshooting and debugging of workflows and automations. So please also have a look at these related TechEd sessions for automation, low-code, no-code development, and digital experience. Also pay special attention to the strategy sessions in Channel 1. Accelerate application development and process automation with low-code and no-code, and enterprise AI, make your business intelligent. In addition, here are some great learning offerings to complement your conference. You can prepare a certification in SAP Business Technology Platform with free SAP learning journeys and live learning sessions led by SAP experts. And you can save with an exclusive SAP TechEd certification offer. Follow learning recommendations, of course, for selected sessions to continue your skill building and network in a moderated SAP learning group. Find all the great content at learning.sap.com/TechEd. At this point in time, thank you so much for attending. Enjoy TechEd.
Thank you very much. Really happy to have been with you today. Enjoy the rest of TechEd.